Good day from Kamakura, Japan. On this Thursday, January 20th, the day that marks my 40th anniversary. 4 decades since I first arrived in Japan. I was a 21-year-old, 6 months shy of my 22nd birthday, but by then I was already a radio and television news anchor. I was also a non-commissioned officer in the United States Air Force, a sergeant, where I worked at the Far East Network of the Air Force Pacific Broadcasting Squadron. Oh, 40 years. A lot has happened in 40 years. So how are you this morning, Spunky? How you doing? Good? Yeah, it's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see. How's everything over here? Oh, it looks pretty good. I think we're going to clip some broccoli today. Let me pull this back and we'll get to clipping. Okay, let's take a look and see what we can do here today. Okay, as you can see, looks like a lot that we can clip. I don't think they're going to get any bigger, so I think I'll be okay in clipping these today. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take this whole stem here. And I'll leave the inner stem. Yeah, I'll leave this inner stem here and maybe these will grow some more. So this one here I've already cut, as you can see here. And I think I'll take this and leave the rest to grow a little bit bigger. This one here, I'm going to leave this one be for a while. See how that grows. I think this one's ready. Oh, not bad. It almost looks like Chinese broccoli. Okay, let's see how the Hakusai cabbage are doing. You know, since it's so cold, I can see the outer leaves of the Hakusai as frozen. So I think I'll harvest these two here. These are the bigger ones. And I can leave the other ones for a little bit longer. This should be enough. Okay, so let's see here. Just lift it out of the ground, huh? I'll clean that up with a hose. It's a pretty good weight. Happy with that. And this one here. This one's even heavier. As you can see, a little bit difference in weight. This one's lighter, this one's heavier. Very good. And the others I'll leave for a little bit longer. Yeah, these here I'll leave for a little bit longer until they close up in the middle. This one's beginning to close. Yeah, see, this one hasn't closed all the way. This one has closed, as has this one here. Okay, so yeah, I'll leave these 5 until later. But yeah, these 2 here, very good, very good. Let's clean them up. Okay, that looks good. Let's get rid of some of these outer leaves. And you can see how some sort of bug has gotten to this. But just the outer leaves, the inner leaves you can see are pretty good. So we'll get rid of all of the outer leaves. And this was the smaller one. Not bad, not bad. I'll do some final cleaning up in the kitchen. Very good, I'm happy with this. Okay, see how this one's doing. So, pretty good, huh? Not bad. Not bad. My first time growing Napa cabbage, Hakusai. Very good, very good. I'm liking this. Okay, and I've got 5 more, so this is just the beginning. Okay, what to do with this? I think I'm going to leave it here and just let it compost right here around the broccoli. Okay, let's take this into the kitchen and see what we can do there. Okay, good stuff. Very good, very good. So yeah, pretty good amount of broccoli. It's enough for 1 or 2 meals. And the Hakusai. Let's clean this up a little bit more. Okay. So, this one here, I'm going to take across the street right now to my neighbor's. And with this, I'm going to make kimchi. So I must say I'm quite satisfied with this. It's very pretty, very pretty. And taking a look inside, everything is nice and compact. Yeah, I think this will make really nice kimchi. Okay, let's get started on the cutting here. I think I'll get rid of this leaf here and this one here because the edges are a little rough there, so these edges are nice and clean. Okay, let's cut the root end off. That's good. What I want to do is just cut through there slightly and then pull it apart gently. And then I'll do the same again. Now, as you can see, it's not going to be enough, so I did go out and buy some more. Okay? So let's see what the store-bought looks like. I'm making some porridge over here, and I'll explain that in a little bit. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and this has to cool completely. I'll show you this a little bit later. It's a very important step when making kimchi. Okay, so I'll let this cool completely. Okay, back to this here. So, as you can see how fresh it is? Right out of the garden. This isn't quite as fresh, but that's okay. So, I will give that a cut there. Gently pull this apart. Yeah, see, you can see the difference here. Much more color here than here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to dump these in here and get them washed. Okay, so I've soaked the cabbage in the water. Now I'm going to salt them. I have about half a cup of salt here, and just going to put some salt in between the leaves, starting at the back end. Let me come down here. And, I think I can do it from here. I'll start from the back end and sprinkle some salt. In the meantime, I'll get started julienning some of the other vegetables. I've got daikon and carrot and other things, so let's move on to that. Okay, here are the vegetables I'm going to be using. I've got a bunch of garlic here, an onion, I've got some green onions here, I've got some chives here as well, and a radish, a bit of ginger, some carrots. And the radish, I have to peel this here. I have to be very careful, this knife is sharp. What I'm going to do is slice these. Okay. So, I'll just julienne these. So, let me get all of this cut up, and I'll be right back. Okay, next I need to mince the garlic, onions, and ginger. Alrighty. Okay, there's one little chunk in there that didn't want to behave, but I think I got it. Okay, I'm ready for the paste. First goes the porridge. Okay, so this is what we prepared earlier. Okay, this is half a cup of fish sauce. And here's a quarter cup of salted shrimp. These are little tiny shrimp that have been fermented and salted. A little more than a quarter of a cup. And to that I'll add the onion, ginger, and garlic mixture. All of that goodness in there. Okay. Alrighty. And to that I'm going to add about 2 cups of chili flakes. Okay. Let's mix all this in. Maybe a whisk would work better. And you see how that's become a wonderful paste. It's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, now it's time to mix everything in. I hope my bowl is big enough. I think so. I think I'll start with the radishes. Looks good. And then the carrots, the onions, and the chives. I'll just put it all in there. Okay, so let's give this a good mix here. Okay, I like the look of that. That looks really good. Alrighty. Okay, I think it's time to wash the cabbage now. Just to rinse it. And you can see how much water the salt has drawn out from the cabbages here. Now I need to get my ongi. What's an ongi? I'll show you. So this is an ongi. Okay, here's my ongi. It's a earthenware pot that I will be assembling and storing my kimchi in. Okay, I'm going to wear gloves because the paste here is quite spicy. So latex gloves are ready. Let's get going here. So start at the back and simply just rub the cabbage leaves and leave some of the chopped vegetables in between as I go along. So there we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to fold it and simply place it inside. I'll show you here. I'll just layer them inside. And I can press down on this a bit. Oh, good, good, good. I think this will work perfectly. Will be the last one. And perfect. See how perfect that is? That fits wonderfully. Okay. So, press this down. Very good, very good. Let me do a quick cleanup here. Okay, so there we have it. So as you can see, everything is packed tightly. Let's put the lid on, and I'll let this marinate and ferment for 36 hours. So what I'll do is just set this over here on top of the cabinet. Okay, so that's going to marinate and ferment. I'm going to feed Spunky here, go out for a walk. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? Well, thanks for coming along on my 40th anniversary episode. 40 years, wow. It's been a wonderful journey. The kimchi should turn out well. Please tune in for the next episode to see how that works out. And by then, the honey garlic should be ready. Thanks for coming along. Do take care. Till next time, bye-bye.